beautiful souls. Hope you're all doing wonderful, even in this disaster time. Hope everyone is doing great. I'm sorry it takes quite some time for me to start my new video because there is disaster in my country, so it is time to meditate and contemplate for the victim. Thank you for visiting my channel again, and please do not forget to drop your likes, shares and hit the subscribe button, of course for just those who are new, and do not repeat the click, okay? Always remember our tagline, be happy, joyful and gratitude, no matter what happens. Thank you for your contribution to my channel growth. As an appreciation, I'm going to sing a song for you. The title is Help Me Girl. Allow me to relax first. Look at my eyes tonight, so big and beautiful. You could have kissed me like this wasn't gonna last. Kept me from saying something I never take back. You could have had me like there was no chance. Me waking up where I am. You could have stopped short of every dream I ever had. So help me, girl, you have gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it feels, it's time we touch. I know I never been so loved, and I can't help myself. So help me, girl, you had to be there until the sun came up, making last night feel like a vision of things yet to come. You just had to hold me like nobody else. Look what have you gone and done. You have had to love me till I just cannot get enough. Please, please, so help me, girl, you've gone too far. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it's real, it's time we touch. I know I never been so loved, and I can't help myself. So help me, girl. It's way too late to save my heart. The way it feels, it's time we touch. I know I never been so loved, and I can help myself. So baby, I can't help myself. I can't help myself. So help me, girl. You got to help me, girl. I'm falling down, falling down, falling down. Because I'm falling down. You got to help me, girl. I'm falling down, falling down. So funny, this singer is my idol. Gary Bell, sorry, misspell his name. He is so handsome, also devoted to his wife. That is why I idolize him so much. He is the pioneer of love. Even though during the dating stage, he was so famous and everyone criticized of his girlfriend, which according to them is not matching him. But in fact, he kept pursuing her until they got married, and now they have been married for maybe over 20 years. No problem, since their love is so infinite and nobody can have a soul bonding like this partner. That is why I idolize him so much, not due to his song, but his character, his loyalty to his family, his only love of his life. Tonight, I'm going to discuss a topic about attracting your infinite love. This one problem is responsible for causing singles to stay single and for keeping them stuck in an unhealthy relationships. And over the world, people are looking for love and are afraid to remain single or left with the bunker, brain sick, maniac, tall poppy, attention seeker, abuser, or drama queen. Stand up or raise your hand. Who wants to be to partner up with drama queen? I'll send you to the lunatic or asylum to meditate there. Until you are ready to start relationship again, I will take you out from there. Who said that they have no problem like this? Stand up. Let me see your face closely. Maybe you are semi-god. So you can have a long-lasting connection just for one pick or one choice. Everyone has experienced the ups and downs, picking the wrong partner, and then starting to experience the nightmare. So do not be hypocrite not to admit that. But the problem is, how can you start a great relationship into your life, not just drama queen or abuser? There are people who have struggled with dead-end relationships or no relationships at all. They are tired of being lonely and disheartened, despondent, and they are just ready to give up about love. Most of them said love is a struggle, complicated, and they would better stay single rather than being into complication, mingle, and have complication. Nightmare or horror. Just need to stay single, not mingle, since they are tired having broken relationship after broken relationship. I need to tell you, It is not the love that complicated, but the person who knows nothing about how love operates that makes love ongoing process complicated, frustrated, and doom failure. Let me teach you how to pick the right partner and attract the right partner. So you want suffer and then want say that you do not need love anymore. So much searching, quest, yearning, and still their deepest desires remain unfulfilled, unmet, discontented, void, hollow, empty, left being lonely. And sing along. Over and over, you have seen that there is usually one block barrier that is standing between you and the love you so fervently want. The secret root of relationship discontented. If you are like one of the accomplished, intelligent, and kind singles you have met, you can safely say that your greatest barrier to forming and keeping genuine love is an unloved part of you. Not your partner, but part of you that is unsolved, that need to be resolved. If you do not have the love you want in your life, it is usually because you are not loving or embracing the part of you. Not me, but you. This could be anything from a tendency to obsess or worry to how you feel about your body, the false perceptions of you, the deepest fear stem from the dark shadow, your inner child issue, or feeling of guilt, or past hurt, or scars that hold you back from being the whole you. It could be a personality trait you are not too fond of or you feel insecure about. Maybe you find it difficult to love your anger, your quirkiness, your impatience, your stubbornness, your blabbermouth, your past hurt, your inner pain, your feeling of lack. As a human being, you are not perfect, of course, so just embrace all your weaknesses. Do not be ashamed to mask up, or you be the Iron Mask Man. Iron Mask Man. Have you ever seen the movie Iron Mask? Iron Man. You might think you are overly shy or overbearing or incapable of loving your whole self with the strong and weak traits. Remember, you are not perfect. You are just humans with errors and flaws, as well as that is all normal. Or it could be something you are ashamed of from the past. You might even think you are fundamentally flawed or not built for love and condemn yourself that you are not lucky enough to having someone in your life, since every time you date or partner up, you end up with broken heart, being left alone, abandoned or betrayed by the one you love. Stand up. Who has never experienced broken heart? You are a cheater. Dare not to admit the truth that you have experienced that. It is impossible that no one has experienced broken heart. It is just normal process. It is a life lesson only. So do not feel enough to enter into dating world or partnership again. Maybe at the time you just jump in without considering the one is the right one or not. Or maybe at the time you haven't healed your scars. So just normal. Do not be afraid to love again, especially if you have met the right one. Perhaps some men are tired of having partner and said that love is just for energetic young and those who are still in their prime time dreaming for future love. This is no exception between young and old. You are all human beings. You deserve love and to be loved as long as it is the right infinite partner, not just the breadcrumbs or crabs. Better eating crab. Crabs still nice, yummy, not crabs. While you are old and you do not deserve to have love in your life anymore, this is a big nonsense, full excuses. This is a big love repellent and stupid excuses according to me. How lack of self-love attracts the wrong people. Remember this. When you do not have love for yourself, or you do not love yourself deeply, you are always looking for someone else to do it for you, hoping the unloved part of you will just go away. You are demanding from others the love you are not giving to yourself and expecting them to fill in the void that you have been carrying around. You are like half cup, roaming around expecting someone to fill in your cup, and randomly you end up meeting someone of the same intention, and he or she will fill your cup, but with snake or red poison. You get your price, your stupidity price to be paid. Drink the snake poison offered by your breadcrumbs partner. So you think the lack of self-love would repel anyone, but that is not the case. When you do not have love for yourself, you still attract partners, just not the right ones, but those who will just hurt you even more and more. Get you. You simply attract other people who do not love themselves either. People who are also expect you to fill their cup with your love while you are just an empty walking cup, rooming to be filled up. What happens if two empty cups wanting to be filled up, both cups knocking each other and be broken pieces? Two blind persons leading each other to hell and Armageddon. Dancing with the devil, not dancing with Lily. If you want to dance with Lily, start do your healing work. Since I'm teaching you the right lesson, not dancing with the devil. Get out for those who want to dance with the devil. It is like a cat chasing its tail or a snail eating its tail. Have you ever seen that? If not, I'll show you someday. But promise me how much you want to pay me. Since I need the money to catch the cat and the snake first, it is risky job for me. You keep running after the love you want, and you never catch it. So not only do you not feel love, but you waste time with people who simply cannot love you or anyone else. Remember that. When you love and accept yourself deeply and unconditionally for all your strong points and weaknesses, you will attract partners who love themselves too, like me, cheerful dancing. I'm so gleefully, so happy dancing while singing. No problem. If there is no someone wants to dance, I can dance my own. That is where the magic begins, and relationships become partnerships, and the path to unconditional love, not just the romantic love embroiled with drama and trauma, but needed to be covered up for public persona or fake up image that you have seen everywhere in our society. There are couples, but most of them just for public persona, quarrel like cats and dog like tiger, and then they still stay together for their self-interest, not for the relationship sake or for the love. Once you come to realization that you were not born without a love gene and that you just needed to fully accept the love yourself even more, things start to shift immediately. The right partner and love of your life will soon be pulled into your direction. So do not go and then flit around and play around with love, you will get played 10 times worse than what you did. Then you realize that this lesson in self-love is lifelong lesson. You need to continue to learn it and relearn it. Self-love is a daily practice because it always releases deeper and deeper opportunities for self-acceptance within you. You spend years running from the unlovable parts of yourself, your own scars. I tell you, you cannot just run away from your own scars, but looking to partner up. You will attract a wounded warrior or a wounded drama queen who will torture you and then imprison your freedom. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you are incapable of doing your mission since the prison put you in prison cell of yourself. You get the prize to hook up with a moron. No brainer. But if you learn to comfort your deep scars and embrace those issues, anniversaries can happen in your love dating arena, love connection, and love relationship, not just with your partner, but with everyone out there, with your peers, with your community, with your society. You know how to love. Who disagree? Kick you out. I'll slap you in the cheek to wake up. Maybe you are still sleeping. Once you start practicing self-love and self-acceptance, you will create the right foundations for love to find you. Are you ready to be in a loving relationship? Answer me. Who is not ready? Your place is not here. Kick you out. Or drag you out. If you do not want to leave. I'm not talking about a setting for less than you want relationship. I'm talking about a vibrant, alive, passionate, harmonious relationship and infinite connection that lasts for a lifetime and still looking for one another lifetime after lifetime if possible. Not the love that lasts by one night, fly by night love. That is a no-go. You attract people at your common level of woundedness, of your printed scars, or your common level of emotional and mental health state. Remember that. You attract people at your common level of woundedness, or your printed scars, or your common level of emotional and mental health state. I emphasize twice for you to remember, since this is very vital in attracting loving, caring relationship. This means that if you want to attract healthy, loving partner, you need to become that healthy person first. This doesn't mean that you need to have attained some imagined level of perfection, but it does mean that the kind of energy you project has everything to do with the kind of person you attract into your life. There are mainly two kinds of energy: insecure and secure energy. Insecure energy first. If you feel insecure, then you are likely to project this in giver and receiver kind of connection or bonding. Givers and receivers seems to find each other. Both are coming from inner neediness due to self-rejection or self-abandonment. Both expect the other person to take away their emptiness and make them feel lovable. It is really impossible, make no sense. The receiver does it by being overly needy, demanding, self-centered, and narcissistic. The provider does it by giving themselves up to take care of the receiver, hoping and expecting the receiver will then give them the love they are seeking to feel okay and happy. These people create codependent relationships where they either stay in turbulence, lack of aliveness and passion, or the relationship ends up in nightmare and divorce. Secure energy. People who have learned to take responsibility for their happiness and well-being are people who have learned to fill themselves with love. Fill their cup of love first, which then enjoy sharing with others, rather than trying to get love by being a giver or receiver. They love themselves and then share their love with other people or with their partner. These people have a sense of intrinsic self-worth, which means they are not needy of others' approval and attention to feel good about themselves. Have you ever seen everywhere in the social media or Facebook or Instagram or whatever application, all modern generation seeking for attention? We are trained to have more likes and comments. That is why we are entering into insecure generation energy. Our energy has changed to imitate the insecurity due to the influence or the application that we are playing. We are trained to always seek for attention, approval, to feel satisfied about ourselves. That is a big no. I don't like it. Even I don't have any comment or like or whatever. It is okay as long as I like myself and God loves me. That is my motto. So you have to be like that too. Do not depend on other people's approval to feel happy or to feel secure about yourself. How many of you have trained yourself to do so? I've seen so many in Facebook or whatever application you're playing. Every day, people are looking for approval. Complementary. Complementary. An emotionally healthy person is not going to be attracted to an insecure, needy person. Healthy, laughing people attract other healthy, laughing people and create laughing, healthy relationships. What needs to happen for you to become healthy enough to attract the love of your life? Clues to attracting love of your life. 1. Learn to accept, value, and love yourself and define your own worth rather than waiting for someone else to love you, label, and give you a sense of worth. This means that you need to learn to see yourself through the eyes of a higher intuition of truth, your higher self, your oversoul, rather than through the eyes of your ego-wounded self, the self-based ego love. The wounded self has been programmed to believe that you are not good enough and that you can feel fine and whole when there is someone's love and approval. This is what creates neediness, attachment, and dependency. When you learn to see your beautiful essence through the eyes of self-love and self-value, self-appreciation, self-respect, you can learn to truly value yourself. When you value yourself, you will start to treat yourself lovingly, which fills you with love and gives you a deep sense of inner worth. You then have to love to share with a partner. You become a person able to serve love rather than someone always trying to get love or pining, looking, searching for illusionary love, which is just fake love or temporary love, codependent love from narcissistic person. They fake up. They are capable of presenting the illusion through rose-tinted glasses. They camouflage the real self and then you fall into that trap. This is a big stupidity to get into a narcissistic trap. 2. Practice to connect your inner source of love, wisdom, and inner strength. This is the resource you can turn to, regulate, and manage your own feeling so that you do not make your partner responsible for your pain or your joy. As I said, nobody wants to be your emotional, mental babysitter. Come forward. Who wants to be so? Better you take care of real babies. You get paid. Or you're on the same vibration with the insecure person, the drama queen. So you want to be their mental or emotional babysitter. I'll put you in the Guinness Book of Records to be the first babysitter of emotional and mental. The first time in history. Record by Lily. I'll put you in auction so so many want to hire you so you can make money being babysitter of emotion and mental. Maybe you have mental disturbed. I need to check your brain order first with brain detector. But I need to buy first. I do not have that kind of detector right now. This resource can be whatever works for you. Your connection with God, with the divine, with your angels, guide, or your spiritual guide, your spiritual source within or without, your connection with your own higher soul or oversoul, or whatever else works for you beyond your ego mind. 3. Heal your fear of rejection by learning to not take rejection personally and by learning how to lovingly manage your painful feelings. When you define your self-worth, then you can easily learn to stop taking others' unloving behavior personally or be easily felt oversensitive to whatever other people are saying or projecting. So, from now on, stop being oversensitive towards other people's reaction or whatever they are speaking. Do not resonate it with yourself. Just take everything for granted. Everyone has the free speech. They have the free will to make comment or to speak. Do not be judgmental. Better to take care of yourself rather than take everything into your personal life. Do not be oversensitive. Life is supposed to be simple, easy, and breezy, like me, dancing. Do not care. I don't care. Whatever you say, you have the right to say until your mouth gets blabber. As long as I'm happy with myself, I do not take everything personal. So do not take everything too personal. If you text to your friends and they are busy, like me, I have to do double job. My office, I have to do double job. In my house also, I have to do all the household job. So I have no time to respond directly to all your messages. Just forgive me. Do not being judgmental. Oh, she might be angry or maybe she doesn't like me anymore. It is your overthinking. It is not the reality. Better you ask me directly. Hey Lily, why don't you reply to me? Hey Lily, why don't you take my invitation? I love hearing that direct question rather than you be sensitive and then do not reply to me or maybe stop messaging me. Sorry friends. If sometimes I'm late in responding, it's okay. Just understand I have to do a double job and then still have to make my channel, create videos. All need time, energy, and effort. So, please excuse me. You can learn to compassionately embrace and learn from your pain rather than avoiding it or compensating or escaping it with addictive behavior such as having bad habits, drinking, taking drugs, or etc. When you can lovingly overcome the heartache of rejection, then you no longer need to avoid with various controlling behaviors, manipulations, such as giving yourself up, getting angry, blaming, nagging, bragging, checking, stalking forever. Moreover, stalking is a no-go. It is a lovely balance. You have no right on someone's freedom. So do not ever stalk their privacy, their credit card, their billings, their phone. It is a big crime for me. Putting tap or spying on your partner, this is a big crime also. Remember, your partner is not an object, but a human being with free will. Please respect their free will too. You are not God. Even God do not stalk or spy on human being. Human beings are given freedom to do whatever they want to do. They decide either they want to go to the right or wrong direction. God never interferes. So you are just human being. Why you have the right to control or manipulate your partner? I dislike people, moreover women, who control their husband, their spouse, by stalking in their privacy, checking their phone, putting taps, and then putting cameras everywhere to check. This is no trust at all, no respect in a relationship. So guys, if you experience this, just leave the woman alone. She doesn't deserve your love. Doing all this won't force them to love you, but will make them run to third party or having affair. It is your foolishness, your stupidity, so you deserve to be left alone. You deserve to be betrayed, since you have no self-respect. I become the judge in this case. For here your fear of engulfment by developing a strong, loving, independent self who can say no rather than agreeing to the disagreeing and giving yourself up to control so not be rejected. The fear of being controlled by another person gradually heals when you become willing to risk losing the other person rather than lose yourself. When you learn to love and value yourself, then you become strong enough to no longer lose yourself within a relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship. Remember, in a healthy relationship, you do not have to dim your light to let your partner's light shine. this is a way of control. This won't work. In a healthy relationship, you both can let your light shine in your own way, and let at the end both of your light can be firecrackers for the entire world. So do not have to dim your partner's light to allow your light to shine. It won't work. This means you men do not have to be afraid to have a partner who has a successful career and worry that she will leave you alone. It is due to your feeling of emasculated. This one word, a strong and quality woman know how not to dim your light. She will allow you to shine your light. It is like a saying for the city bus. They do not have to get past one another, but they have to take their turn for the safety of the passenger. So if you still feel that you are afraid to have a strong partner, a successful woman, this is an old-fashioned way of thinking. This is a controlled ego male domination word. You male do not have to worry about her life. If she shares her light with other people, her light will bring great victory to you as someone who is special in her life. If she can share her life with other people, more often you are the love of her life. She will share more compassion, more understanding, more respect. She won't trespass the boundary since you are someone special in her life. She know how to respect you. Sorry. 5. Learn to be happy before you are in a relationship, rather than looking for a relationship to make you happy. When you are willing to take loving action in your own behalf to bring yourself joy, then you are no longer dependent upon another to do this for you. Your happiness attracts other people who are also making themselves happy and opens the door to a happy, loving relationship or connection. You can attract the love of your life by learning how to love yourself. It doesn't matter how you met. It only matters why you met. And why you met is the reason why you are together. The beauty of our relationships are what you hold near and dear to your heart. Like I'm holding my fingers to my heart. You are so dear. There are so many ways you can let the infinite wisdom in your life and find truth. Love doesn't need a reason. It speaks from the irrational wisdoms of the heart. Quote by Deepak Chopra. Sometimes you may meet someone and in your heart this will be the person you will spend the rest of your life with. How is this irrational wisdom of the heart possible? Ask yourself. Your heart can answer all of your questions before your head decides what may be your answer. Do not confuse this statement. Listening to what your first reaction and heart tells you can work well in helping you find a mate. It may be that irrationality doesn't play a role at all. It may be that all things you are truly rational and as they should be. Finding love is as easy as allowing it to enter into your life. Allow positive energy to flow in. Do what makes you feel positive, and the wisdom of the heart will take over. Happiness, for a reason, is just another form of misery because the reason can be taken away from us at any time too. So, be gratitude to the love in your life. It can be taken away sometime. Reminding yourself to be happy was at times very difficult. You would always say, all you want is happiness. You said this because most of your life was filled with loss, hurt, pain, broken heart, abandonment, rejection, belittle, struggle, and poverty. You thought if your environment was better, you would be happy. You thought if you had more money, you would be happy. You thought if you had better relationship, you would be happy. But you were not truly happy until you realized that happiness wasn't an entity. It was the state of your mind. I use past tense since this happened in the past already. So start from this moment on. You have to abandon, to release all this nonsense, this negative belief in order for you to attract love of your life, the love of your life, the love of my life. Being a positive person is more realistic state to be, so you need to strive in to be more positive person. A relationship needs your positive approach, even when times are tough and struggle. So looking at the positive side of things helps you accomplish more beautiful, more infinite, more true love, not fake love, not make up love, not just love that doesn't stay. Every time you are tempted to react in the same old way, hold back and ask if you want to be in your own prisoner. In every relationship, you find yourself reacting before you are thinking clearly about what you are saying to others. And it happens so easily, but you regret later and it is too late. So never regret too late. Train yourself. Speak mindfully before you open your mouth. Think and then speak from your purity of your heart. Do not play mind games. since the other person will think it is serious and leave you alone. And then you are frustrated. In case you are just playing games, you do not mean while you are speaking. You are just joking. While in fact you have to be positive enough. You have to differentiate either it is serious conversation or joking. You text your best friend and end up criticizing them, making bad comment about their plan instead of cheering up them and supporting them because of your enviness. How if you train yourself to stop and ask yourself, is this worth an argument? Is this polite to be sensitive of something that my friend is achieving? I need to celebrate with him or her, not to criticize. This is my point of texting. Then situation may unfold differently. Your connection will flourish, blooming to prosperity. Who knows, you end up be lifetime partner rather than you always criticize and end up separate. And then regret later you cannot find someone like her or him. Sorry if you see I'm in trouble text. I haven't set my phone to block the text message. Let's start again. When you struggle with your partner, you are struggling with yourself. Every fault you see in them hints an unresolved weakness or issues in yourself. There are many times you and your partner bumps heads while in the course of your conversation. You need to stop and say, why do not I take a look at why I'm upset? Making a realization about small daily stresses adding up, you can show why you are arguing. And the next time, maybe before you argue, you bite up your lips, and then you can stop the argument and then stop the battle before it starts. This is wisdom. You become wiser. I salute you. Sorry for the trouble again. Love is often irrational, and loving someone requires patience. Loving someone means accepting and understanding. His wife simply says he is a wonderful in every other way. Everyone has a flaw that they deal with, and this is for his to bear, not mine. This is not true. If your partner make a mistake and then you are already in a marriage connection, you have to forgive and then respect him. Try to speak him in a polite manner, not forcing him to change, but advise him, darling, sweetheart, I feel belittled when you say this. Next time, can you not repeat it again, honey? I will love you more, more. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. This will make a peace of mind rather than fighting for something that has no purpose. purpose. Just a small matter. Remember, make small issues non-existent and big issues smaller. That is release guidance for you married couple. If I'm in a marriage relationship, I'll train myself to respect my partner, not to quarrel. Even when you think you have your life all mapped out, things happen that shape your destiny in ways you might never have imagined. Quote by Deepak Chopra again. You know that guy, right or not? I will show you his picture later on. This quote is something that you always thought of as your own life was becoming fraught with decisions, plans, the future, and too far many wasted moments. Life passes, things change, people live, and the cycle of life repeated or ended. Every time you think that you have everything you need in life, destiny might have other ideas or play in another cycle. Times you have tried to fight destiny, yet it would still emerge anyway. So allow destiny to shape like a cloud takes shape in the sky. Just let it be, let it be, let it be, not be mine. Sometimes your spouse may not understand this, but having a calm willingness to allow for change in your life will guide both of you through any temporary storm. Remember, the storm of life will always pass. So just do not stop there and then start making your own solution to fight and end up separated. The wonder of possession can take over and create a selfish life filled with power play. The ego, however, is not who you really are. The ego is your self-image. It is your collective human mask. Like nowadays, we are all using masks everywhere. It is the role that you are playing, and we are playing in our society nowadays. Who said so? Who said you do not wear mask? I report you to the government, and they will find you and put you in prison. Forgive me. I'm not doing that. It is really not human, not kind-hearted if doing that. Reporting someone just for a small mistake, not my style. My style is dancing and singing and making jokes, humor, and sit-up comedy. Your human mask thrives on approval. It wants control, and it is sustained by power. Since it lives in fear, like you are now living in fear of COVID-19. Who said no? I'll send you to hospital to experience in the ICU the virus attack. And then let you try using the oxygen or the breathing apparatus. Just kidding. Life is meant to be enjoyable, relax, loving colors, laughing rainbows like I'm dancing, and then round and round and giving taps, not taps in your chips. In your relationship, power play or mind game often continues throughout your lifetime. As a child, you demand toys to get what you want. As an adult, you demand your life to be in order, to have control of your present and future. But when things go wrong or go west or south, your world is toppled over. Like nowadays, the virus attack and then you used to go west, now you go east, not go west. I haven't read anyone go west. Every day they said go west with the cycle. No, I mean bicycle. Go west for exercises, for sports. Now they go east. Welcome to East. We are in the East now. You are from the West now. Turn to East, looking at East, since the sunshine always rise from the East, not from the West. Remember that. Who said so? Maybe you are an evil. You can change it to rise in the West, even until end of time. It will never happen. Wait and see. All is coming to the East. Since we are lucky that sun rises from the East. You no longer have your way and you have to face destiny. Your life is now filled with turmoil that you cannot control. And then the perfectly controlled relationship become chaos. Learn that possessions are feelings, places are temporary, security exists within your heart and mind, not money and possessions or property or belongings. I emphasize again. Learn that possessions are feelings, places are temporary, security exists within your heart and mind, not possession, belonging, money or property. That is why you are facing COVID-19 and all are perished away. Since you emphasize on the material pentacles, better to emphasize on your heart, love, not evil or fear. Things may get tough in your relationship at times, sometimes very tough. While arguing with your partner continually is bad for your health. Separation may leave you feeling unresolved. If you decide to get a divorce or split up from your current relationship, it will forever change your future and that of your family. So before you partner up, prepare your mental, emotional physical spirit state of being to attract the right one, not just the fake up one, the one that camouflages their behavior just to impress you, to fall into that trap, and later on you cannot turn right or turn left. You have to face the reality of a drama queen or gold digger, and then end up with separation. If you do not get separated, you will end up dead of mental disturbance. So, it is not allowed to have divorce, but if there is no way out, how can you do it? If you have to end up with mental disturbance or mental distorted, better to say sorry. I need my time out for myself. You may have been trying to solve a problem in a relationship. Maybe you had a pattern of bad judgment that forced you to do things that may have been inappropriate. Meeting your present mate at this time is a way for you to work out the problem. Take time to evaluate the situation. You may live and keep finding the same type of person unless your situation or your inner self are already resolved. You must find the place inside yourself where nothing is impossible. A place where everyday disturbances do not upset your being, and that is deep within your heart. A place where your relationship will grow and change positively. I suggest you to start finding peace. Train yourself to block all your sensitivity and your memory sensor, like you are doing in meditation. You block all the noise, all the disturbances, all the voices that makes you angry or annoyed, and then start stimulating your brain with peace, and then block all that is coming to your way while you emit all the positive, peaceful energy to counteract all the disturbance, the problem, the noises, the annoyance, so you can have a peace of mind. That is why you can strive embracing love instead of fear, or start taking all the crabs and then becoming your energy. You have to clean your energy, not to mingle with those evil or vampire energy that comes your way and then want to eat you up. If you can counteract with loving kindness, compassion, benevolence, all the evil energy will be casted away to hell, since God and your spirit guide will help you to the way up, to find the peace and bliss, and then you can meet your infinite partner instead of facing the stumbling block of the vampire energy who trap you into their own self-interest in order for you to provide them, to be their babysitter, either emotional or mental or spirit. And then you end up exhausted, cannot do your own mission, while in fact you are here for a positive mission. That is why couple up with an infinite soul partner, divinely guided partner who is willing to be hand in hand to support you achieving your mission. Besides living in peace, harmony, victory, you can regain your territory after territory, expanding, sharing joy, doing your own mission. All mission become possible if you couple up your divinely guided partner, since your mission will be extraordinary. Your achievement is unlimited. The sky become unlimited. Have you ever heard the sky is limited? Maybe you never go to school. I need to teach you. But I don't want to be your teacher if you have no brain. I suggest you and advise you to come again and again to listen to my video to make you a wonderful being. Also, you can start being light seed, being the beacon for other people, the beacon of light, the beam of God's light to other people, being the tower of life for other people who are now in the dark, since they are entering into uncertain period, the period called depression. I'm so sorry, and my condolences for the victim of disaster in my country, in West Sulawesi. I pray that God's course of miracle be in your way so you can stay healthy, since in COVID time when distancing is still applied, you have to all gather in tent, in temporary tent, disaster tent. I'm sorry. I hope God will release all your suffering. Thank you for listening to my video, and please do not forget to come back again and again next time, since I am going to create motivational yet funny video for you. See you. Bye-bye. Sending you lots of love and